Have you ever tried using your phone in the rain and suddenly your screen starts acting like it's possessed? Instead of opening your messages, it opens the calculator. Instead of swiping, it zooms in 300%. Suddenly, your phone thinks water is your new finger and starts pressing buttons like it's speed-running chaos. Something strange is clearly happening. And the weirdest part, your touchscreen loves your fingers but absolutely refuses to cooperate when even a tiny droplet of water shows up. Why? What does your phone have against moisture? Did it have a traumatic experience at a swimming pool? I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why do touchscreens ignore water? Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the basics. Your phone uses something called a capacitive touchscreen, which detects touch through electric fields, not pressure. That's why you can tap lightly, and it still works. The screen isn't feeling your finger. It's detecting your electricity like a tiny digital psychic. Here's how it actually works. Under the glass are transparent electrodes arranged in a grid. They constantly create a light electrostatic field. When your fingertip touches the screen, your body, being full of salty, conductive water, changes that electric field. The phone senses where that disturbance happens. Boom. Touch detected. Basically, your finger is a friendly, predictable electrical disruptor. Water? Not so much. And before you ask, no, your phone can't detect your finger if you're wearing gloves, unless they're the touchscreen gloves with conductive material. Regular gloves turn your finger from an electrical signal into a decorative sausage. Here's where things get fun and, surprisingly, scientific. Water can conduct electricity, but not as efficiently as your finger, especially pure water, which is actually a terrible conductor. Thanks, chemistry. But the real reason touchscreens ignore water isn't about conductivity. It's about shape and consistency. Your finger is large, round, predictable, connected to the rest of your body, a massive electrical ground. Water droplets are tiny, chaotic, randomly shaped, not connected to anything stable. To your phone, your finger is a clear, strong electrical signal. A water droplet is like static noise, too inconsistent to register properly. Think of it like shouting your name versus whispering in a hurricane. One is loud and obvious. The other is basically. Plus, capacitive screens are programmed with software that filters out small, inconsistent disturbances. So even if water does interfere a little, your phone says, probably nothing. This is why a droplet sliding across your screen might do something weird, but sitting water usually doesn't trigger anything at all. Okay, but hold up. If water is ignored, then why does your phone sometimes freak out in the rain? That's because while water doesn't behave like a finger, it still messes with the electric field your touchscreen relies on. Not enough to register as a normal touch, but enough to confuse the system. Here's what happens. Multiple droplets connect. They form a thin film. That film interacts with multiple electrodes at once. Your touchscreen freaks out and goes, "Who is touching me, and why is it everywhere?" This is the phenomenon known as ghost touch, accidental taps caused by moisture. But for most water interactions, the droplets are too small. they don't have a stable electrical connection. The phone discards them as irrelevant noise. Your touchscreen is basically trying to be the adult in a room full of toddlers. I'm ignoring that. Nope, ignoring that too. Still ignoring? Okay, now what is happening? To prevent ghost touch, high-end phones now add advanced filtering, waterproof coatings, and even AI-powered touch algorithms that can detect the difference between human finger and chaotic wet nonsense. Here's a fun twist. Your wet finger still works on your touchscreen. Why? Because your body is still the conductor, not the water. Even if your finger is wet, the phone detects the underlying electrical disturbance you create. The water is basically just the dramatic side character yelling, "Take me with you," but contributing nothing important. However, if your finger is too wet, or there's a layer of water between you and the screen, your touch becomes muffled. It's like trying to poke your screen through a tiny swimming pool. The signal gets scattered. Phones deal with this by boosting sensitivity when they detect moisture, which is why typing in the rain feels like your phone is trying extra hard not to embarrass itself. So, why do touchscreens ignore water? Because water isn't a stable electrical signal. Droplets are tiny and inconsistent. The software filters out noise. Your finger provides a clear, grounded electrical disturbance. Water just causes chaos instead of real touches. Your phone isn't broken. It's just smart enough to know the difference between human input and rain trying to ruin your day. Touchscreens rely on electrical changes, not pressure, which is why your finger works beautifully. Your cat's paw doesn't. And that one raindrop only activates your phone when you least expect it. Modern problems require modern technology, even if that technology still panics when you use it near a swimming pool. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.